On this path of spiritual awakening, there's two movements, and it's important that we're able to discern between the two movements. And one of them is a very healthy, authentic desire that arises from the depths of one's soul, the depths of one's being. And it's like something knows that there is something to discover beyond the realm of form. Something, even if it's a subtle sense, and it hasn't been directly experienced, something can feel the resonance of the truth when the teachings are heard. And that part often is a motivator to come on a meditation retreat. It's a form of seeking that's very healthy, because it causes us to take action in the direction of behaviors that will allow for the direct experiential knowing. Now, often simultaneously, there's another movement, which is the conceptual individual self, the little I, that's looking to attain, achieve, improve, and get something for itself. So there can be a genuine understanding that when these teachings are applied, it brings about healing and transformation, and it's very beautiful. And the mind wants to use that understanding to get an enhanced sense of a self. I want to heal. Where's my healing? Where's all the energy that I need to meet? I want an experience of bliss. I want a spiritual experience that will enhance me, that will make things better, that will improve my life. I want the ultimate enlightenment. How do I get it? And often there's very subtle difference between the two. But if you are remaining present and applying the teachings and the pointings, you start to be able to discern between the two. And every time you see the mind movement, you don't touch it. So it says, oh, some emotion should be coming up like last year. Where is it? One way to recognize if it's the mind, if it's connected to past or future, it's probably the mind. If it's got a flavor of I need something, there's an urgency, something's not right in this moment, it's the mind. And when you see that movement, you don't touch it. You just observe it, let it come and see, that's the mind. That's the seeker. I want to get to an experience of bliss. What do I have to do? That's a thought, that's the mind. Let it come, but don't touch it. And the key is to allow the present moment to be exactly as it is. So whatever is appearing in the present moment, that is exactly what should be here in this moment. So maybe the last retreat, the perfect thing for you was a lot of energies to come up. Maybe now that's not what you need. Life's bringing exactly what you need. Maybe there will be one moment when what you need is an experience of bliss, and that will come when it's needed. But there's not chasing it. And if something unpleasant comes, there's not pushing it away. It's just a very simple meeting this moment exactly as it is, as though this moment is exactly what should be. It's divine perfection. And keep your attention while you're present focused on the space which is not a thought. If there's any subtle movement of waiting for a future moment or waiting or expecting something to happen, you see, that's the mind. It's trying to jump to the future, not be fully here now. If there's any sense of an agenda, I want this to happen, that will be great, or I don't want this to happen, that's the mind movement. So your attention remains transcendent of the mind movements. And there's nothing you need to do. You just stay here. And it's a bit like when you're staying here, when you're present, without expectations or agendas, it's a bit like you're a kernel of corn in a pan with oil, and the field of presence in this room is a heat under it. Now, what happens when you put kernels of corn in oil with heat? At first, nothing. But one by one, these kernels pop. Just by themselves, when the heat is applied. And they transform from a kernel to popcorn. And that kernel of corn doesn't need to do anything. It just sits there in the pan. Now, the mind might hear this and be like, okay, I'll sit here. When am I going to pop? And then it's waiting for the popping. But that's not the practice. If the waiting movement appears, you just notice it. It's a paradox.
Okay. I kind of understand it. So it's like discern to when I sum it up for myself, it's like to keep practicing and not seeking for popping up, because it will happen naturally.
Yes.
And how I can keep practicing is to discern what is mine, what is not mine, and to stay away from mind. I mean, like to not follow the mind and to be in this moment. And that's my practice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks.